Hey guys, alright, let's just double check here, refresh this, oh, it's excellent, refresh this, double check here, refresh this, oh, it's excellent, refresh this, double check here. Sounds like my voice is there. It's excellent. Refresh this. Sounds like my voice is there. Yeah, I can hear myself now. Yeah, sorry about last time my voice not working for the beginning of the stream. Sorry about last time my voice not working for the beginning of the stream. That kind of sucked. Try to get this slow as possible so I stop getting that puffy face. Try to keep my head up, keep my shoulders going good. So yeah, yeah, my character looks okay. All right. So last time we left off, I think we were doing the climbing component. We should have been adding it. All right, and we were adding all the animations. I found out that was just completely wrong. I wasted a lot of my time on that. What had happened, if I go to my character custom, if I go to, actually, I'll just go here. Yeah, open up my character. We went to the character component, and we made sure all the animations were transferred over. And then we added all the animations to this, expecting them to work. But, you see how this is red? Like the red guys over here? I realized that this character here is not actually doing the animations. She's just copying the pose from this character here. So this character here needs the animations. But this character, it was the way I did things, is the Move It character, which is the old UE4 skeleton. So then before I thought about that, I had copied all the UE4 skeleton animations and stuff like that. So I have a big folder full of those animations. But then I realized I don't even need to do that, because with UE5, all you have to do is go to the actual skeleton, open it up, and as long as it's like the exact same type of skeleton, you could just add other skeletons, compatible skeletons, and then you just get all their animations. It doesn't even matter. So once I add this guy as a compatible skeleton, boom, everything just worked. So I was like, oh well. And the reason why this is good, because I have a ton of animations, and when I add those animations, all I will need to do is add this Move It character to compatible skeleton with all those skeletons, and I'll have all those animations for the main character of the game, from like cool two-handed sword moves to whatever we need, right? So yeah, and that was the point. I was like, I can't believe I was doing it some super long way and it wasn't really working. Alright, so I'm going to, I'll just fiddle in with some numbers here. I'm going to save some things, and let's just see here. So we hit play, we got our character here, and like I said, talk about animations, I know that all I have to do is work with the regular UE4 skeleton. If I don't like the fingers, I could change that specific arm for the running animation specific. Because sometimes I know a lot of people run with that. Like, I've seen a lot of actual people in real life run like that though, with the fingers straight out like that. That is a normal run. I could understand how he made that, but like the rest of it's super good. And let's go over here. Obviously I'm just jumping. What's going on here? If I just sprint at it, should also Oh. Maybe I needed to move it higher. Or maybe, well, that worked pretty good. That worked pretty good too. But the big thing was this wall here. Didn't quite fix it. Yeah, like I'm in the wall here. Oops. Can't really go down backwards, I guess, or else I'll try to hang off the ledge. And then there is a new version of this coming out too, by the way. So there's a new version of this coming out soon. Yeah, I think, but it doesn't look too bad. Definitely grabbing the ledge, but the first couple ledges are pretty bad. So what I just did there is they have a wall trace arrow, so I just moved it down 20. Originally it was at 50, and so we'll save it here at 50, and we'll run again. You'll see how I had it originally. Character should work with all this stuff too. Like, he has his own inverse kinematics, but I think, yeah. Character's looking pretty good. When she falls to the ground, you know, and gets herself up. Like, a lot of the stuff makes sense. Like, depending on how the body is, it just like, I think this feels really good. Like, I really like this kind of character. Again, now I should just be able to sprint at these and run over it. Yeah, see, that looks a lot smoother. Let me just sprint at them though. Sprint at it. It will auto run. Whoop. But the second one won't auto because I don't have enough speed. It's based on speed, you know what I mean? But I'll be able to hop over that. Hop up that. Or if I like stop. Well, it is just a quick hop up either way. This is slightly higher, so that one's a two-hand grab. And this is a little drop, so I'll make me drop. But watch this, guys. See, my hands are way too low for that. And so I was just asking them how you change your hand position. It's because my character's short. The animation's ideal for the UE4 skeletons, but the girls are tiny. So depending on your skeleton, you'll have to adjust the hands. So one of the guys in the Discord just said all you have to do is move the arrow and it will change it. The actual tutorial videos say you have to go into the actual component. Let me see. Oh, that's the climbing component. Do I have to? I'm gonna have to. Oop. Edit component. Oh, oop, I clicked on the wrong one. No. Climbing component. There we go. I'll go back. Oh, Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Okay. Apparently I was moving things that I shouldn't have been moving. Compile and save that. Alright. But yes. Wait, what? Damn it. Component. Climbing component. Edit blueprint. There we go. That's one way of getting it. So we can move this back now. So this here player position, para location. player location. Let's find references. Height offset. So in the tutorial video, run climb height offset. He said he was going to create this variable that had that. In the tutorial video, there was no height offset. He had a sorry, I'm scratching my nose. In the tutorial video, he actually had just a hard-coded number there. And so he said he was going to create variables for this. So it looks like he has. And so what we're looking at is a high climb offset. Variables. Do not edit components, toggleables, adjustables, offsets. High climb and jump climb. Jump climb here. Jump climb 205. So this is probably what we'd have to adjust to probably like 180. Problem is like I was telling him, if you're using meta-humans, they're short and tall. And so I would want a way to access this variable and change it on the fly depending on the skeleton that you guys choose, right? If you guys are playing the game and you guys are like, I'm choosing a tall character, then I'm like, shit, well, I'm going to have to edit this to match. So when you pick this female character, which in my event graph just calls the parent stuff, I think I'm going to... Yeah, this female character. This is a female character. That's what I'll do. I'll add a variable, call it jump offset, and that is a vector. Just so we keep it the same. I would really prefer to do it like a float or something like that. Probably better to do it as a float, but maybe I should do it as a float. But he has it as a vector. That way I could just do vector to vector. Jump climb offset. Yeah, I'll do vector to vector. Screw it. Just because. So, and we want this to be 180, right? Begin play. We're going to get the component. We're going to set jump height offset. I just want the height offset. So, let me see here. Yeah. And we're going to set it to this. Get. That way we don't mess with the blueprint component. And it's change. Fully flexible. Because the other jumps were good. And again, the guy in the chat said move the arrow, but as we see when we move the arrow, it did affect it. But it affected everything. And all of a sudden, we were just running into these guys like oof, 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 you know what I mean? Even when I was sprinting, when I'm sprinting, I should be hopping over them. And even when I was jumping, I was just kind of like jumping over them, but I wasn't vaulting it, you know what I mean? I was just kind of doing the jump animation like this and then landing on it. I wasn't actually, my character actually like wasn't linking up with this target instantly, you know what I mean? As you can see here, if I jump, it just wants to get over that, right? It knows what you're trying to do. There's a lower one, so you just hop on that. This is the bigger one. It's looking pretty good, looking pretty good, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Alright, now for the big boy test. This should have been the one we changed. This is the jump Oops. Whoa. I think I think that was lowered. I think we lowered it there. Oh no. It's hard to tell. Yeah, she's still definitely reaching in and grabbing it. That's the jump. Now. I did the jump climb. And let's make it really apparent. I could probably access this variable now from even out here in the outliner if I had her clicked on. Climb manager. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Let me just animation, stairs, map monitors, players. There's a couple climb managers in here. Oh, that's what I have to remember to add the climb manager. Bunch of jump points. Alright, because we're just setting default pawn, so wherever the spawn location is, which I think is down here. Yeah, the start location is just down here. It's just adding our pawn here. So we'll have to do it in here anyway. So we'll click on here. Let's just add it to like 300 and see what happens. Something ridiculously high. I didn't need to save it there, but let's just play it as long as you compile. And because I'm just focusing on this high climb, I don't think I'm going to run all the way to the end. Everything else should be fine. This should be the high climb we're dealing with here. This didn't change. So, jump climb might not be the right one. So, this might not be the right one. So let's high climb, high climb offset. Yeah, let's try the high climb offset, and we'll connect that. Obviously we'll disconnect that because we no longer want to affect our jump climb. We'll keep that there just in case. I won't save this time because we're going to be doing some changes here. I want to get this looking good here. This is good. I'm happy with the main character, the way she looks and feels. Like, this is the locomotion that I want in the game. Now I just need the main template. So we're going to be trimming this up. Oof. Hands are still low. And we set it to something crazy, like 300, didn't we? Yeah. Try 180 here. I'm not too sure what it would have been originally. We know the jump climb was 205. I don't think I looked at the... That was definitely lower, wasn't it? Oof, it's hard to say. I think that's the same. I think it's the same. Sweet. I usually don't like messing around in here. So maybe when I add the vault, the climbing, I'll add the climbing to the new game and I won't touch it. Okay. If the player performed a jump climb, if the player should do a high climb or low climb. Okay. And each one high climbs. High climb, run, high climb. Okay. Jump climb. We'll just look at that. So the jump climbs all get the same. Oh, jump fence. Jump climb. They all have different offsets. Alright, for now, what we'll do is we're going to test out the main thing here. We'll print a string and we'll say high, and we'll print a string and we'll say jump. So that will help us kind of narrow it down a little bit. That's going to divide us because we know it's not a low climb. There's no way it's a low climb. So I want to see what numbers I'm trying to adjust here. Should have probably just did this from the start. I just don't like messing with somebody else's components here. It is a jump climb. It is a jump climb for sure. So I was kind of right with the first one. Okay. So high. Now that we know it's a jump climb, I believe it should be just the jump climb animation. So we'll print a string here, and this one could just be hello because we're not comparing it to anything else. We know it's not a fence. Ooh, so it's counting as the run, jump, climb. But I'm not running. Yeah. So if I go back in this, print string, run with a run run with a question mark. Because it should be the fence. The fence is this guy here, which we're gonna need to update as well. We're gonna need to do the fence as well because see the fence is like that. See. But this is definitely fence, so we need to do the fence as well. But I want to narrow it down before I start the fence. So this should be run. Run. It is run. So that's why we see no changes, guys. That's why we see no changes. So I'm not too sure about the high. File and save here. Try not to touch this anymore. Yeah, I don't know if we need to do this regular jump climb then. We do need the run jump climb, and we do need the fence climb. Now, through testing later on, we might need to do a couple of the high climbs. But it's hard to say. We'll have to test. So we need run, jump, climb, offset, height offset. We are too short, and we will throw this in here. Oop. Oh, we'll just. It's too much. And we'll do this. Oh, I got caps on. Run, jump, climb, offset. and we'll duplicate that. Jump, fence, climb, offset. Open this and get that. Compile. 180, 180, sure. Because they're pretty much going to be probably near the same. But, so, sit, run, jump, climb, offset. At the beginning of play, we're going to set to run, jump, climb, offset to this. Then we're going to get another one. Sit, jump, fence, vault? Is it a vault? Yep. Jump, fence, vault. Alright. Jump, fence, vault. Oops. Sit, jump, fence, vault, height, offset. And we'll get that, and we will plug that guy in there. We want that down. Probably just bring this down here actually. Throw that up there. And this. Delete that. There we go. Oops. There you go. That's more along the mind of me. We'll just compile that. We won't save because we could be editing that really soon. So, in that case, since we did both of them at the same time, I'm pretty sure this is the jump fades bolt. Ooh, is she lower? I might have to go higher with that. Ooh, she gets over it. Fences all up in that. Alright. And we will try this guy, which we know for sure is the run jump. Ooh, look at that. That is right. There we go. That was looking a lot better, boys. There you go. Okay. Try that one more time here. You just run up. And, oh, nope. Didn't really work. That was the... Oh, because I think I hit shift. So that was actually the run jump. Yeah, the run jump looks okay. But... if I'm just jumping... Oh, look at that. It's not right at all. Woo! The double climb. Oh, that was kind of accurate. Yeah. Like, this is stuff I could live with. I'm not a professional, so... my hands are not going through, really. But this doesn't seem right. Fence does not seem right. Let's just double check that this, it was already 180. Do I need to go lower? Lower? Or is it saving? No. He had his own default values. So try 160. That would explain why the fence didn't change. And by the way, when it's set in the body position, when it's doing the animation, it's from the top. That's why I'm going lower. It's actually... No, wait a second. It's from the middle? Woo! That is almost good. The grab looks good. But the rest of the animation seems off. Maybe he's fixing it up still? Because this is new. Alright, so that's good. What about this? I was just too far forward there, so my hands went in it. I think that's pretty good height-wise. I don't know. I think I'm happy with that for now. I think the rest is like nitpicky stuff. Either way, we got climbing. We got vaulting. Like, we could run at these things here. Whoop! 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 So again, if there's like an open window, a shattered window or something like that, our characters could vault through that window. We got ducking, we got running, we got sliding, we have good locomotion. Now, for plugins, I will be adding the Move It plugin as it is a plugin to the project. So anything in here that has changed, I want to take with me. I don't think I've messed with any of the animations in the animations folder. Climbing. See, these are all the climbing assets that I did, but these are not needed. I'm not even using these. But when we make easy survival RPG, we'll be adding a new Move It blank, clean, none of my touching and editing and screwing around with to it. So we can just leave this here instead of deleting it, wasting our time. Crouch is fine, that's going to be a part of it. Locomotion's fine. Locomotion and sprint. So this is what I'd be looking to change. Like, I could get this from even ALS, anything like that. I would be just adding to this exact thing. You know what I mean? Deleting, finding where these are, and just replacing them if we didn't like that, like, straight hand kind of run. Because our hands are, like, really stiff. And we found, like, just, like, right, especially with this forward run. Yeah, if we just didn't like this forward run because the hands are too stiff, we could get that changed up. But that'll be later. Stop and start is pretty good. Miss, pivoting, retargeting. We'll get new sets of that. That's the T-pose. That's nice. And these are nice. Alright. We didn't touch no dogs yet. We'll get into that like later. Like, we don't even know what the pets are like. We know there's going to be raising animals and stuff like that. And, well, that's what it says. Like, it sounds like really cool. Like, there's going to be a lot of features in the new update. So, examples. Move example character. I'm not even using this. Nope. So that doesn't matter. FX didn't touch models. I could just double check. We didn't add anything to it. Nope, just the new rig that he gave us. And the retargeted to even UE5 Manny, so that's nice of him. So that's done there. So nothing in the models, templates, nothing. It's just twin stick. I know for sure we didn't touch the view component at all. Then we have this stuff. This is a regular kit. This is mine. This is mine. And this is mine. These gotta go. This is regular. So I just need these files. Now I think what I'm going to bring over, because I've screwed with a lot of stuff, is I want to just take the MLB stuff over with me. I don't think I've really messed with too much of it, and I plan on messing with it more. Yeah, I think I plan on doing a lot more edits because it's just UI. That's all it is, and that's what I think we're gonna get into. We want to prep for the UI for the next when it drops, because we can't get too much into a lot of coding. Like I said, we could work on our hospital maps. We could work on maps because those are just the maps we're setting up, right? That's our sceneries and environments. But we don't want to get into actually any gameplay because those are going to be highly dependent on what the kit gives us and the template of the kit. So, like items and all that stuff will be with the kit. So, the kit will have a bunch of menus as well. But the main menus, we won't be using the cartoon main menus. So we'll have to kind of alter it for these ones. So at least I could change the menus now. So I think I'm bringing over this MLB. So we have assets, we have blueprints, core, maps, widgets, character customizer. Let's click on this character customizer, characters. Yeah, we didn't really touch any of these things. We just used them. Data hair widgets. We didn't really touch any of this. Components. Didn't really touch any of this. Interactables. Didn't really touch any of this. Maps. So like the stuff we tested, if we tested it, we just broke shit. Like we didn't we're not at it. We didn't add anything like important to this actual stuff. So a nice fresh character customizer would be good. Climb component. There's gonna be a new climb component. So again, I can't have anything that is going to be in the climbing component because I might not even be using this climbing component. You might have a brand new climbing component for us. So maps, edited showcase, meshes, textures. Okay, so yeah, it needs to go in here. Blueprints. What if, yeah, I will migrate. What did we change in here? What did we change in here? Assets, characters. We just messed with some of the level stuff, right? No, the blueprints. I'll make a new folder. Do I call it Finding Home when Finding Home hasn't been made yet? I don't want to. Yeah, maybe this will be the start of the Finding Home folder. Finding Home. And Finding Home. Everything's blueprints. I kind of don't want to do a blueprint folder because everything's blueprints. That's the whole point. You're coding in blueprints. Like people have blueprints folders like this here. This is a perfect example. People have blueprint folders. But I think that's not a good category. I will do characters. Characters, a folder I see in a lot of projects, big projects, because it makes sense. Like NPC characters, main player characters, just it's your characters folder that holds all the characters. And the controllers. Oh, so there's components. There's game and systems. So we do characters. 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 So we go to Window, Content Outliner, Content 2. We go to our plugins, move it. These are what we want. This is the character, our base character, our full character, and our female character. Like I said, at one point we're probably gonna have a male character, and then we're gonna take this a step further at some point. If I become a pro and mix in metahumans and stuff like that, that'll be kind of cool. Swap them out, switch them up. Have the editor for those. So, can't do all, but I can do here. Fix up redirectors. Can do here. Fix up redirectors. So we know there's nothing really going on, nothing shady, nothing changed. So the main thing that we've done so far with our finding home prep setup for when the new things dropped is this nice character here. And even this character, as you can see with those help wheels on the side, it has too much stuff in it. We're going to start gutting and cleaning this stuff now. Getting it really prepped. Because when we get the Easy Survival RPG kit, the main character is going to have a ton of stuff in it. From fishing to magic systems to shooting to archery to underwater breathing, health, damage, chat, you name it. It's going to have everything built in that character. Because I don't think he's using the gameplay ability system, or GAS as a lot of people call it, which is the new modular way of building games from a UE4 and UE5. And the reason why they're doing the GAS system is because, yeah, the main character got to be crazy. Like, it just has so much stuff, and whenever you go to save it, it's like forever to save because they're so big, right? So, do I need anything here? No. Right, we have these levels here. This is what we've changed. So we messed with some level stuff too, right? That's what we did. This is where we ran some things. We touched some ponds and stuff, and we get a fresh thing going. So we go to finding home, and we'll do a folder, and we'll just call the folder maps. That's where all our maps will go, and then we're gonna have the map section off because we're gonna have, hopefully, at my dreams, that we're gonna have a ton of maps, right? Tons of different types of maps, tons of different things. The hospital is gonna be its one map, and then from what I'm understanding, we still might need a bunch of level streaming for efficiency, because something like the hospital is such tight quarters, and even when you're using nanite, you don't want to be loading everything all the time. So you want to unload and load levels depending on where your characters are. But I feel like if you have a bunch of characters, there's going to be a bunch of stuff already loaded all the time anyway. So you just kind of want to unload and load certain rooms maybe. But yeah, unloading and loading assets does take a hit in itself. You use the layer system, but I think that would be just the same as level streaming. But yeah, we'll maybe cross that bridge when we get there. So we'll, in the maps, because we're gonna have tons of maps, we're gonna have a folder for just menus. Again, I'm not gonna do menu maps because that's already in the maps folder. That's redundant. Menu levels, they are levels, so that's redundant. I try to keep as much redundancy out of the projects. Maps. So we have find and home boot level, find and home lobby, find and home main menu. These are the main ones I'm using right now. I might have to build a transition level at some point, because it's probably using the transition level because it's here. And move here. And again, since we're moving product, we always want to be fixing up redirectors where things could be pointing from one stuff to another. We don't want it to be missing stuff. Well, there's move done. Sorry, just taking a drink there. So we can kill this thing again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the boot level and we'll start dealing with that. Up the level. Don't save. I don't need to save anything there. Go to levels here. So my boot level is just black. All of this here is my main menu level. So when we hit play, we get kek dot and modular menu. We got our girl here. Yeah, girl. This is the cargo pants and stuff we put on. She's like dark skin because we had customized it last time. Okay. First things first, we want to go into our open level blueprint. If there's no errors, in case we run into an error, activate the network travel error, then skip to the main menu. Let's make this all neat, because this could be the final product here. And if anybody else is coming in down the line, I want them to be able to understand what's going on. There's no need for that to go down there. This could just go here. There's no need for it to go over there. Doing 2 on each side. 2 from the bottom. So, and we're just gonna open, we're gonna load, we're gonna stream in our menu. 2, 2, and I'm gonna keep that all enclosed. So this is nice and neat. What happens is it boots in this boot screen. Now, we're going to go to this asset here. We got the boot screen. We are going to make a new folder, call it widgets. Oh, we lost what we were looking at. So yeah, we got characters or maps or widgets, and the widgets are like UI. So I could even change this to UI just to keep it short. Actually, like, there's tons of different UI stuff. I might do specifically UI widget so I know exactly, so people know exactly. I don't think that's redundant. UI widgets, so we know what this is. UI widgets, right? And in UI widgets, again, we're gonna have main I could end up having a bunch just for the splash screen, because you could have widgets and widgets, you know what I mean? So right now we're doing splash screens, because you could have Unreal, I could have the name of my company, I have the name of the game, I could have the name of other products and stuff that come up and things quickly, you know what I mean? And then I could have little widgets on those screens, you know what I mean? And like little loading bars, and the loading bar itself could be a widget, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but the widgets are just also just sometimes little things, like even just, oh, we might see it when we go into the things, especially the main menu. You'll see, like if I go into the modular lobby blueprint widgets, it'll have like a widget for just decals, or in a sense like customization or looks, and it's just like one little thing in a corner, and it has its own widget designated just for that thing in the corner, and then there's another widget for this thing over here, and another widget over here, and another widget. And so this one screen, a widget screen, has like 8 widgets in it, so you can fill these folders pretty quick. So just the splash screen is going to get its own widgets. Now we want to go back to that boot dash boot. So he did it widgets, base widgets, boot widgets. I think of an actual rubber boot when I see boot, so I'm going to keep it splash screen, so that I know it's a screen. I know splash is just as bad as boot, but I don't know what else to call that thing when the words come up right at the beginning, or what, right when the game's booting up, I guess. But yeah. So finding home, UI widgets, splash screen, and we will copy here. What? Did I do something? Oh, I put it in there. Move here. No, because that was a bunch of copying and stuff like that. I'm going to just delete this. It's going to take a second. We're going to go back to this boot. We're going to go move here. No, we're not. Damn it. Can I even control Z that? No. Control redo. Damn it. Got to fix up redirectors and stuff now. Now I'll try to put this back in the boot. Move here. Fix up redirectors. Try this again. So I am special. Copy here. There we go. We'll go in here. So sometimes this is a widget, and sometimes the thing behind it is also a widget, and the background could also be a widget, and then you could have things that happen all over the place as all different widgets. I know a lot of people hide this kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to really show my thing. Some person's gonna hack my folders or something. Maybe I'll take this off to the side. So we want desktop, my game, version 1. No, I saved it somewhere. Maybe I didn't. Sorry, I'm just looking for some pictures. So I might have to get them again. Stuff like the UE4. I had the UE4 picture before. Showed you guys, but it just took a couple seconds to get. I just got it from online, I think. one. Actually, be in my downloads. Ooh, Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine. I like that one the best. It's stacked. So, finding homes. We'll do. Are they? They're all technically textures. I think it'll come in as a texture. Well, some people put the textures in the actual thing, so like when they do splash screen, and then they'll have textures here, and they'll have all the textures for the things. But I might have just like the textures separated, so a new folder, textures. It might just be separate, so do folder splash screen, and we will see how this goes. We'll bring this guy in here, and it is, yeah, it's a texture. That's what they label it as. Boom, Unreal. So I'm gonna want with this a dark background. Which is fine. I have a dark background. Alright, for now, we'll have to go with, I'll bring this in here. It's just a nice dark background that I usually use. Finding home. I think this is good. I'll bring that guy in there. And again, finding home is also just lettering. And so when we go into widgets, splash screen, boot screen widget, we go to graph, you'll see that it also opens up the main menu. On top of, if we go to open level blueprint, it opens up the main menu. These both open up the main menu, because this is just in case that the person's coming back from in-game, like an in-game menu, like, you know, how you go back to title screen or whatever. And then this is, okay, we played, sorry, this, rub my nose there. This is, okay, we we actually played the boot screen animation, and then we're going to delay and go in. In this case, we are going to have like an any button, I guess. So we're still going to do maybe the loading of this. On construction, we're going to play the animation. It's going to come from itself. It's going to load in. It's going to play forward once. Once it's finished, that's all. XR, VR, input, gamepad values, gamepad events. I think special right is when I'm going to get them to push the start button or the X button. So this we could actually just use an input event, I believe. Any key. And we go to edit. Or sorry, this edit. We go to our input events. Accept, enter special right. Confirm, spacebar. So that's when you're skipping through like text. Accept special right. We'll also add gamepad like you can just hit the X button to start the game. Unless people are spamming the X button. Well, it shouldn't be. Because confirm is X. Let's do left. Left face button. That's the accept. That's a special thing. It's special. Alright. So we're going to accept action event. We're also going to take the any key. We don't want to mess around. We want to make sure that if you hit something, you are going in. So we'll make a variable here. Can transition. It by default is false. We're gonna get it here and we're gonna set it to true. Once it's finished, the animation, you could escape. Then we're gonna get this. Just one down. And again, this is just a press. We don't want to force the person not to like release the button, or it could do on release of any key. Yeah, on release, I guess. Yeah, no, it'll do pressed. So once you press any key, it will go. Once it's set to true. But we also don't want it to open the main menu, I don't believe. We just want to load it. All the main menu stuff should already be here. Because it's a part of it. So we'll try it. Load. Whoa. That seems more normal. And just in case I change the names and stuff later on, we'll do main menu name. I'll make it name. Copy this. Have to compile it so we can set the value. I have to move this up a bit actually. And the value is that. And now you should take this, and get it, set it. Bam. It's not a part of the thing. Keep this nearby for now until we confirmed everything working. I'll minimize this. This is really bright and white over here. Taking you to the main menu. Alright. Compile. Let's actually quickly do some designer stuff here so we know it's ours, right? We know everything's going. So let's logo, brush, stack. That's right. We know it's the UE. Then company logo. That's right. It was a game logo, company logo. I'll change this because I still want to do my company logo. Title screen. So this is the loading screen image. See what I mean? Oh, that didn't work right off the hop. So this is this here. So first we'll change this name to Splash. And now this is not redundant because there's tons of different types of widgets. I need to know this is an actual screen. I'll do widget blueprint. That's the extension. Splash screen widget blueprint. That's what this is. Save that. Alright. So yeah, hopefully you guys could hear me the whole time though. Yeah, I had the mic up, but everything was sound was good before. So that's the worst when you do like a whole stream or something like that and find out everything's good. So splash screen. Now we should have something going here. So minimize this, we'll play. I think I hear something in the background. Okay, yeah, it's just everything's going well. Okay. Like, this is not a really big level, actually. That's fine. Well, we can do that. We can remove this. Remove selected. Yes. Save all. One of the things I did want to quickly change was the splash screen. I had them in a different order. Game logo should be title. Find home. And company logo should be stack Unreal. Actually, what I'll do is I'll get another image, put down here. Anchor, dead center, size. Oops. Anchor, dead center. Size to content. This game logo image I will change to, no, this one I'll change first to Unreal logo image. Then I'll change this to company logo image. Then I'll copy this and paste this. Oh. Paste this and change this to game logo image. Do I not have a company logo image anywhere? company logo. Yeah, I can do this here. So it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. Whoa! I will go to textures and we'll drop this in here. And so company. Yeah, just called company logo. Company. There we go. Logo. Alright, it was just title. There we go. What is going on here? Oh. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And now we've killed this. This is still that. Put a graph. And this is why we didn't delete this. Instead of stream loading, and that's why we wanted to check, we will open level. See what it looks like, boys. Okay. Didn't work quite as I wanted it to. Let's so that's the top. I mean, that's under everything. So we want it like that. Also, where's that animations? We'll take animations, load in. We're gonna change these cues to the thunder and stuff that we have in there before. But we're gonna add a track. Background image, game logo. We could just simply do visibility, but we'll do color and opacity. So here you want it 0. Here you want it 0.5. Oh, 0.5. But here we want it to be 0. So we want it to And here we want it to be 1. Save. And then any key. Like, I'm gonna hit Y. And all of a sudden we got our loading screen. And then we're in. Boom. Nice. So we will save all. Just that. We got a nice clean textures. All our textures for our main thing. We got super clean graph. Loading screen image. Let's get a new loading screen image here. We'll go splash screen, new folder, loading screens, textures. And I had one, I called it street BNG. Get this guy in here. Save all. Sure. Yeah. 1 second. I just gotta go grab a cat. It's gonna attack my chickens. A new loading screen image here. We'll go splash screen. New folder. Loading screens. Textures. I had one, I called it street BNG. Get this guy in here. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. There we go. Alright. So here, street background. File save.
Can you put my ring up?
Sorry about that. The wife just came home. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, the wife just came home. So, alright. Let's hit play. There we go. We're gonna change the sounds up later. I don't have sounds like super actively. Nice. Nice, that's way better. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Now we're gonna change up this HUD, I think. A lot of this HUD, I think, comes from. So we're gonna look into here. So. There's really nothing there. Okay. This super clean. We could. What we'll do. This might be randomized at some point too. And same with this text. Create loading screen function. So this is a blueprint FL general. So this is attached to So he's creating this function. This might actually have to go over here so we could get this here nicely. Yeah, it's just too big. I could bring it this way. It kind of overlaps a lot of this stuff. Yeah, we'll bring this way. Make lots of room here. And of course, oh, we are migrating. We're migrating this over, yeah, because there's not going to be any big changes. This is a product that's been out for a bit. I don't think there's any big changes over it. So any big edits we do to this guy will be coming with us. We will be migrating this asset over. We will not be doing a new asset for this thing because it's not super huge. So this is a create loading screen. User widgets, create loading screen. So at some point, we might create a random loading screen. Create random load screen. Loading screen image, yes. It's just here. So these are all local variables. So to random screen. Screen image. This was texture 2D. Control Z. Texture 2D. Local variable. Loading. Chiz. Array. That matches it already, so we're only going to do this if the player is local player, of course. If the player is a local player, we're going to create for him the random loading screen. Oh, it's called subtract now. All right. So what it's doing, it's getting the length of the array, which we have defaulted one thing in there for now, which will be 1. The length of the array would be 1. But this object in the array will actually is index 0. The array length would be 1, but the index is 0. So we actually want to get 0. So it will return 0. And then it will get from the index 0 the image that is there, which should be the street image. Now you want to do the same with this promote to variable. Game play hints. So this is going to give us hints. Okay, we're going to make an array of this. We're going to delete this. We're going to make an array of this. And we're going to do pretty much the same thing. Duplicate, 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 I'm pretty sure I could just duplicate this too. Yeah. And this is just going to go here. Keep it there. Killing zombies is good. Killing zombies is good. Sorry, just was getting asked some questions. Alright, killing zombies is good. Don't die. Yeah, there's a couple of gameplay things. I will also, let's see if we can get another image here, sorry. Another background image. We could just, yeah, we could just do. Hmm. They're too big, I think. I could just do banner. I wonder if there's like a size cap on these things. Yeah. Let me grab this guy here. Alright. I'm just gonna move this so I can grab it in here. There we go. Indoor BMG. And here, WAD indoor. There we go. And yeah, it's gonna loading screen with that and add it on. So we can close this now. That's the boot screen. But we should be able to do create random load screen. I just want to test this out. I've never done this before. This is something that I guess Keckbot, you guys are teaching me here. I know. Killing zombies is good. So it's twice. Killing zombies is good. No. Let me just do this here. Because neither the picture nor the thing changed. Killing zombies are good. Oh, that's definitely inside. Yeah, that was inside. We are just still getting the same text. Killing zombies is good. It is a 50-50 shot right now. Get length. Get random integer. Leave. So now it has chance of 3. So we'll do a print screen here. Print string. And we'll actually get this. This should be 2. I mean, this should be 1. We'll see what this gives. Three. Oh, wait, I was so focused on the 3, I didn't get to see what the picture was. Don't die. And it's the outside. Okay. So, a random integer, max is 3. Max is 3. Between 0. Returns a uniform distributed random number between 0 and max minus 1. Oh, it already does the minus 1 for you. Oh, bro. Interesting. Okay. That's where that was happening. Okay. Roger. So this is good. So for later on, didn't need to set that up now, but later on we have our random loading screens kind of temporarily set up. We'll get more splash screens in there later on, but yeah, we'll hook this guy back up for now. I'll just know that I have create random load screen there. But pretty much my splash screen is pretty simple, pretty neat, pretty clean. Just gotta do some edits there, and then we're going into boot level. Boot level is pretty simple. So I think we'll be moving on to the next level, which we'll save all now. Just as indoor PNG. Maps, menus, which will be the main menu level, which everything's going into right now. So this is just the exposure for the character creator, the character editor. So when we hit play and we go to customize our character, it's going to bring us in this nice lighting area. We're gonna get this set up a little bit. You know what I mean? So we have this error here where it's asking for CC pawn. If we go to world settings, we got this class controller here. And remember the boot level had nothing. It was just clear, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I did do something in it, apparently. Was that a mistake? Was that a mistake? That was a mistake. I don't even... What did I even touch? Okay, that's quick. Yeah, see, it's blank. And if we go right now to our project settings, we go to maps and modes, and we go to our game mode. It's none. It's just blank. It's just fully blank, right? So this being our first mode, we're gonna look into stuff. So we got this game mode here. this was this got to be an FH. We'll just click on here. We're gonna make a new folder. We'll call this systems. Systems. Yeah. And in systems, we're gonna make a new folder and call this game modes. 'Cause I think we're gonna have more than one game mode. We're gonna have lots of game modes maybe. So depending on how that works out. So we got this opened up. Core. There we go. This is it here. FH game mode main menu. So we're gonna click on this guy here. Drag it in there. And we're going to move. So our game modes, we got this guy. We open him up. Just has some game mode stuff. Right? Session, state, player, the HUD that's there. Right? And most importantly, it has this CC menu kind of player controller. Because you're going to have many players that are going to be in the same lobby, in the same menu at kind of like the same time sometimes. Or sometimes, like when you're playing games like Dead by Daylight or whatever, your main menu screen, you could actually have a couple of other people like standing behind you. You only want to display your stuff on the player character controller, not the player character, so it's not replicating like multiple times. You want it to be playing for whoever is the local client only, whoever is the only. So to do that, people highly suggest to do it in the player controller class. So everything should be in here. So we look at this player controller class, right? And this is another class, just like player modes. We might have multiple different controllers doing multiple different things, depending, like menu controllers, controllers for the battle royale map, controller for like different types of map, different types of game modes. We'll have different types of player controllers. So we'll have a new folder, and we'll call it player controllers. Right. So we'll click this again, and we'll drop that into here. And we'll say move there. And so systems. So we got this player controller. But that's all the time we have for today. I'm gonna get you guys back next week. We'll keep setting this up. And so with these two things here, we're gonna change the naming convention. Now this is in the game mode folder. I'm not gonna have game modes in here. Finding home, maybe. So FH for finding home. I don't know. I didn't put finding home in a lot of the other products here that I have, like characters and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm gonna put finding home on all that stuff. So next time over the week I might rename some of these things, and I just might have just main menu blueprint. Keep it simple. That's what this is. I mean, main menu. There's gonna be main menu blueprints, so yeah, maybe. Maybe an e-game mode in there, even though it's in the game mode folder, it's a little redundant. But maybe it's just GM. So game mode main menu. Maybe I'll just take out the blueprint class. Because everything's blueprints pretty much. No, I'll leave it in there as a suffix. I always do. Yeah, I'll just put game mode main menu. And then here, I'll have player controller main menu. Or main menu underscore. It's a blueprint class. So yeah, PC player controller main menu underscore BP. I'll fix that naming convention. And that's what I'll be kind of doing. And then I'll be cleaning this up, cleaning everything up. I really want to get into the character and clean them up. So if I go to finding home characters and I go into the full move it character, look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. We don't need like half of this stuff. We're gonna slim it down and clear out a lot of it. I'm gonna clean out stuff, so we're ready to go. We're ready to rock. And again, just like this time, I'm not just gonna be just cleaning stuff. You're gonna be seeing me add stuff, do things like add that library blueprint, like random loading screens and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a good one. So far, this is 2 hours and 9 minutes, and my phone is not overheating with doing the live link phase. It's not even overheating. 2 hours and 9 minutes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.